Hey Comets, welcome to another day of learning. And my backdrop's a little bit different. You may recognize this. We are at the school cleaning up for the summer. And thought, you know what, while I'm here, how about I record a few videos? And I'm gonna do this with my mask. Well, you know, I'm wearing it, but you know, so you can see my mouth moving. So today, the lesson is on positive and negative numbers. Okay? Whoops, I just zoomed in. I didn't mean to do that. All right, so we've got a number line can be created by reflecting the positive numbers across 0. Okay? So I've got all the positive numbers going this way to infinity, and then I have all the negative numbers going this way, and they are their opposites. Okay? So the opposite of 1 is -1, the opposite of 2 is -2, and so on. It says to plot each number and its opposite on the number line. Okay, so let's get ourselves a number line here. Start with 0. Then I'm going to need to go every 5. And there's 20. It's -5, -10, -15, and -20. Okay? So number 1 says plot 4 and its opposite. Okay, so let's look for 4. Okay, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 is going to be right here. So I'm going to plot that on my number line. And then the opposite of that is going to be -1, 2, 3, 4 away. This is -4. So we're just plotting a number and its opposite. Okay, let's look at some of the more challenging ones here. Okay, so if I look at, well, why don't I just keep going? Number 2, -17. Okay, let's find -17 here. So it's going to be -10, -15, -16, -17. It's going to be right here. The opposite of -17 is going to be on the other side here, 15, 16, 17. Because the opposite of -17 is 17. All right, so there you go. Okay, and then let's take a look at one of these more challenging ones. This is basically saying -5, or the opposite of -5. Okay, so think about what is the opposite of -5? Okay, that is 5. So we need to plot 5. 5 is right here. Okay, 5 is what we want plotted. And then the opposite of that would be -5. So I'm going to dot on there too. Okay? Because the opposite of -5 is actually 5. Okay, and we want the opposite of that number, so we're also going to graph -5. Okay, all right, next. Thermometer is like a vertical number line. Oops. The thermometer shows the temperatures for 6 locations around the world in degrees Fahrenheit. Use the thermometer to estimate the temperature in each location. Okay, so let's take a look at Phoenix here. Phoenix is just above 110, okay? So I would put for Phoenix about 111 degrees. All right, what about Guatemala City? It's right at 70. Okay, so I would put that at 70. Well, what about Antarctica? We're going to be careful on these. Antarctica looks like it's just above 40, so we would maybe say 42 degrees, but then we go, oh, it's negative, so it's -42 degrees. But we wouldn't be right, because this is between 30 and 40. 42 is not between 30 and 40, okay, even in negatives. So I need to make this a -39 or -38 because it's not yet down far enough to be -40, okay? So it's not quite negative enough to be -40, so it's going to be a -38 or so. So you got to be really careful on those. Okay, finally on this last section, C, list the points A through H, where points A through H are located on the number line below. Okay, so let's look at A. A is right above -20, right? B, -10. What about C? If this is -5, what's this going to be? Okay, well, remember, we're between 5 and 10, so it can't be 4. This needs to be a -6. Okay, what about D? D's kind of in the middle here. So we got -1, 2, 3, and almost 4, so it's going to be -3.5. Okay, this is going to not be a full -1, it's going to be -1/2. And then this is going to be 1, 2, not quite 3, so 2.5. Okay? All right, that's all we're going to do for today. And tomorrow I'll post a video of the last page for this week. Thank you guys for watching and staying engaged. Bye.